This first video is going to discuss our first day that we learned Photoshop. To open up Photoshop, you'll go to the search box on the bottom of your desktop, start typing Photoshop, and it'll pop up. You'll go ahead and click on it. And the first thing you'll be doing if you're opening it up for the first time, or if you're not editing something you started work on before, is you'll go to File, New. There'll be different options for the different sizes. I'm just going to go ahead and pick US paper and letter size because it's a little bit bigger. And I'm going to name it Photoshop Intro. And then we'll have our canvas here. One thing I want you guys to notice are the layers menu here. There's only one right now, it's the background, but in the future we'll be playing around a lot with that, and it's good to know where it is under layers here. We're going to be using the brush tool. So if you click on the brush, and it'll automatically go to probably one of these. So you could like use it, Control Z to undo. We're going to make a new brush using a clone stamp. So I'm going to first open up my Chrome. I'm going to find a cute image that I like a cat PNG. And a PNG file many times will have a transparent background, and that's what I'm looking for. So I'm going to pick this cute little cat. I'll view him. Should I go back here? I'm going to minimize it a little so I can see the screen. I'm going to click and drag it, and then there's that flying cat over here. I'm going to go back to my Photoshop document, and I'm going to click and drag it into my Photoshop document, and then I'm going to click place. When it asks you if you want to place it, just go ahead and say yes, place. So now we've got this cat here. Undo, I need to undo the place. Step backward. Before you do that, I want to resize it. So I'm going to make it smaller. If you hold down the shift key, it'll keep its same measure or same ratio. So there's my cat. Now I'm going to click on the marquee tool right here. That's going to go ahead and place. And I'm going to click and drag to cover it up. That's going to be my stamp. Then I'm going to go to Edit, Define Brush Presets, how to make it a brush. So cat, and name it, click OK. And at this point, I'm going to delete this layer. We talked about layers earlier. I'm going to go ahead and click this little trash can button, and yes. And then to get rid of your marquee tool, Control D, and it should get rid of it. So now I'm going to go into my brush again, and to find the brush that we just made, I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to click on the last one I just made, and so now I can use my cat. If I want to change the color, I can click up here to my color, and another thing I wanted to talk about right now is the eyedropper tool. So like, let's say for instance you found a pretty color from a different picture that you want to use that color. The way we can do that, I'll make it a little bit bigger so I can see it. Place it over here. And then there's a tool called the eyedropper tool. And eyedropper tool is cool because if you see when you're going around, you can find the color that you want. Instead, if you click and hold down the mouse and then go on outside Photoshop, you'll see how the color is changing in this little color box. I'm going to find a pretty color that I want to use. Let's say this blue. I'm going to scroll over to my one. I'm going to click on my brush again, and it should still be picked. And there's a different color blue. I'm going to try a different color now. I'm going to go back to my eyedropper tool, click and drag. I'm going to pick this kind of sandy color. Scroll back over. Click on my brush again. And you'll see that's how we're doing this brush preset using an image. And at this point, once you've done one of your brush presets and you've also done a couple different colors, you can go ahead and save it as a JPEG. This is important when you turn it in to save it as a JPEG so I can view it easily on Schoology. So it'll be File, Save As. It'll pop up, and it'll probably pop up automatically as a Photoshop document. We want to make sure you're saving it as a JPEG. So you're going to go to this PC. You're going to find your own personal drive. Go into your Tech Apps folder, and then make sure that it's not a Photoshop document. You're going to go to Format and then JPEG. And name it Cat. And save. And at this point, and then click OK. And at this point, you can go into Schoology and submit it.